Hello everybody, good morning and welcome to the United Stand. Manchester United are in concrete talks with Victor Gyokeres. We'll be talking about that. It feels like the old days. A quick morning early update. We'll still have the 10 o'clock show for you. Make sure you tune in for that. But this was significant. Initial concrete talks have now taken place regarding a summer deal for Victor Gyokeres. United are now fully involved. However, outgoings will need to happen. And this is coming in from Florian Plettenberg, Pletty on Twitter, obviously Sky Germany and Sky Journalist. So what does this actually mean? Because he goes on to say Man City have also intensified their efforts as of late. Sporting director Hugo Viano, who was at Sporting, is currently pushing to sign Gyokeres. So look, this is a significant update, and I'm almost expecting an Ornstein or a Romano update very soon, just to add substance to a story that in itself has two very, very big updates. The word concrete, which seems to be the word that was invented this summer around transfers, and also Gyokeres, Manchester United, and the fact that it is saying that Manchester United have had concrete talks with him, and therefore probably Sporting as well. Look, I think, get your comments in what your thoughts are. Do you take this as a significant development, or do you actually look at it and go, well, you know, we're just going to get linked to him anyway. Maybe Man United are being used. Morning sneeze. Maybe Man United are being used because Man City are genuinely interested. And remember, we have got the 5 principles of a transfer that we talk about in the summer transfer window. 1, it's totally true. 1, it's totally not. 2, it's totally nonsense. 3, it's the club using Man United to generate interest. 4, it's the player and the agent using Man United to generate interest. Or 5, it's the player and the agent using Man United to get a new contract at Sporting. So obviously, I don't think he's looking at a new contract at Sporting. It could be true. It could be we're being used to generate more interest. What I think is quite significant about this update is that it says when it's talking about Manchester United that we will have to have outgoings if we want this to happen. We will have to sell to buy. And we were talking about this yesterday as well. And also, we also know that we're going to get linked to Gyokeres. Whether we buy him or not, we will get linked to him very, very strongly because we do need another striker. He has played for Sporting under Amrim. So, and obviously he's looking to make a move in the summer. So those 3 things are going to make him obviously a big, big player that gets linked to Manchester United. And I think fundamentally for me, I don't know what you think, I would like to do this deal. I don't think it's insulting to Xerxes or Rasmus or even Rashford in the sense that all 3 of those can play in the number 9 position, apparently. I just think that when we look at our striker roster, obviously you've got people like Obi Martin who I think have great potential, and you've got to be very wary of that. There's something else we've got to be wary of as well, but Rasmus is the only out-and-out striker we've got. Rasmus is the only striker who I look against Arsenal and say, we want to occupy their 2 centre-backs. He can do that job. However good you think he can do that job, he can do that job. Rashford can't occupy 2 centre-backs, neither can Xerxes in my opinion, or we haven't seen it yet. So we do need a traditional striker to come in because Rasmus can't play 90 minutes 3 times a week and he can't stay fit for a full season. That's just, you're superhuman to do that. So we do need to bring another striker in. And if you're looking to bring another striker in, then of course we should be looking at bringing in the best striker that we can do when it comes to that. And Gyokeres is a player that obviously ticks the box on that. I think the second thing we've got to be wary of is just the gap between now, the start of December, and the end of the season in May, the end of May, when you would be looking to sign Gyokeres, because this update and every single update is not about a deal happening in January. Now, football's a weird thing. You didn't think Amrim was going to leave Sporting till the end of the season. He's Man United manager now. So Gyokeres could move in January, but it's highly, highly unlikely. So if it's not going to happen until the summer and Man United are going to be in this race, then what happens between now and then might dictate what happens with this. In the sense that, what if Rasmus scores 20 goals? What if Xerxes scores 20 goals? What if Obi Martin makes his debut in February and looks like he's going to be ready next season? Suddenly, you've got Obi Martin, Rasmus, Xerxes. Do you even need a striker? So there's a lot of moving parts here. But I think significantly, as we are today, needing a striker, him wanting to leave Sporting in the summer, and having played in an Amorim system, then obviously, as of today, I think this story has got credibility and legs. Selling to buy is something I would bring in, and the Man City interest. Selling to buy is not a significant concern. We were talking about this yesterday. I think Beth's going to talk about it on the 10 a.m. show with Delot, and that could raise £40 million. There could be plenty of Delots, and Delot might not even go. But what I mean is that between now and May, there might be players that you go, they're not getting game time, they're not happy, they're not getting game time, we don't need them. There's a player that we can sell for 20, 30, 40 million that we move on, and it generates the 60, 70 million you need to get for Gyokeres. So I think we can raise money. Who would do that at the moment? I don't think there's any candidates, but the more weeks we have Amorim in charge, the more we'll start to see not everybody. I mean, look, at the moment, he's using about 20 players. You're not going to be rotating 20 players in a month. You're going to have a best 11, and people are going to realise what that best 11 is. And when those players realise they're not in the best 11, then they might start to, become sellable. We know this. We've played the game, Oh, I'm injured. Oh, I'm moody. Oh, I'm leaking. All those sort of things could happen. What about Man City? Obviously, that's quite a significant update in this update from Plettigol. Man City have intensified their efforts as of late. I mean, I cynically, I look at the story and go, are we having concrete talks? Because Man City have actually intensified their efforts as of late. Because one thing about Man City is they are in a crisis. And whilst I believe they've got the best striker in the world, Man City were a better team last year when they had Alvarez and another option who can go up front with Haaland, or even, dare we say it, replace Haaland. So I think Man City desperately need something. And it wouldn't surprise me if Man City are trying to get Gyokeres in January to beat the race in the summer, because they're so desperate. And maybe Man City intensifying their efforts leads to, Man United have intensified theirs, or Man United are interested. So it could just be completely and utterly because Man City are moving for him that we're apparently moving for him. If Man City go for Gyokeres, they have the money, they have the status, and they have bought plenty of players. So are Man City a threat to Manchester United? Yes. But are they any bigger threat than anybody else like Arsenal? No. I don't think Man City getting Gyokeres would be because Man United can't get him. I think that he would go to Man City and Erling Haaland's still there. He wants to play football. Coming to Man United with Rasmus there, I think he would be like, well, I'm the senior player, I expect to play. Going to Man City with Haaland there, you are going against the best striker in the world. That would be quite hypocritical based on what he said about wanting to play. So, look, there's going to be competition for him. I think Arsenal, I think maybe some big teams from Europe. But it's interesting. And as I said, get your comments in below, because I think we're surely now awaiting a Romano update or somebody else, because Plettigol's led on this, and concrete talks and Man City intensifying their efforts. I just don't think we're going to be waiting now until the summer. I think surely there's going to be another update. Get your comments in below. Make sure you smash a like on the video and subscribe. Nice morning update. Maybe I should have gone for a walk and done this as well. But I know some of you are up early. I know some of you are in different time zones. So I thought, why wait till 10? Let's give you a quick update on what's going on with this Gyokeres story that actually came out late last night. Thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you smash a like on the video if you like these little quick updates at 7. And also, make sure you subscribe. We're on the road to 2 million. Thanks for watching. Oh, and Christmas jumpers don't have to be a Christmas jumper. You could just order yourself a hoodie that you can wear all year round. Links in the description. Take care. Speak to you in a bit.